We are live.
We are live.
Yes.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Welcome, guys.
Welcome back.
Yes. Love Island, season 12, episode 8. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it in.
What can we say? Dejon, you didn't disappoint me.
No. He is a slow burner. So by the time we got to the end of the episode, he was starting to think about and do what I was saying.
Let's not do revisionist history. This is crazy. All right, guys, you know what to do on entry. You need to book the like button.
Book the like button.
Please, on entry, come in and say hello. Do a quick roll call for people that are in. Let's keep it going. Let us know what your top line is of the show. What are your thoughts? What did you think of it? And then we'll get into the review and recap. Who's in the house?
So we've got Miss T says hello. KW says hi everyone. Erin J says Shea 6 foot for nothing. Dejon the residential houseboy. KW said he burned as fast as tissue would make. Listen, you know what? Sometimes
yes.
you just
hello, Jordan. Hello. Welcome, guys. Roll in.
I think I'm angry.
I thought you were going to begin this episode with a declaration of an apology because everything I said about Dejon, he lived up to. And you said if it went down the way I said it was going to go down, you were going to come in to this live and have something to say. Don't know if it was going to be an apology. Don't know. But you did say you was going to say something.
That is true,
mm-hmm.
Right? I just feel that what happened today is that he's still going to do what I said he was going to do. It's just that he's doing it an episode later than I thought. Right, so what if by the end of this episode, Dejon was doing Happy Families with Meg, then I'd be like, bang on. Yeah. Like he's like, yeah, this is my woman. But he's not.
It's a shame it's live. If this was pre-recorded, I would insert everything that you said yesterday. But okay, let's start off from where we left off with Witchy Meg and lovely.
We're calling her a witch now.
Yeah, she's a witch. She's a witch. Witchy Meg and lovely Malisha had their beef, and Malisha was left in tears, but she was being consoled by our good sister Alima. Now, I love that.
It was nice to see Alima step out of her NPC role
because we hadn't seen her.
Because we had forgotten she was there.
Exactly.
As Remel, we had forgotten about them. We forgot they existed.
Yes.
But it was nice. Alima came in and she just kind of gave Malisha that support.
Yes.
That was needed.
And it was needed because when you're so vexed.
Yeah.
You're crying. That's when I get angry, I cry.
Do you know? I never understood that concept until I met you.
Oh God, I hate that. That is my.
I still find
default.
It strange. I still find it strange.
It's. I think it's like the bunged up frustrations of it produces tears, but you're not actually crying. You're just seething. Yeah. And I felt for her in that moment because you'd want to knock somebody's head off, but you can't do that because then you're going to get sent home. So you have to take the bullshit. And it was a dog pile. She was there alone having to tell people to shut up. Like, it wasn't okay. So I'm glad that Alima did step in and let her speak. And also did say, I'm not going to tell you to stop crying. Like, let it all out. And she explained herself because she apologized for one thing specifically, which she didn't need to apologize. And Meg came for her.
Yeah. I even rate her, because obviously there's a level of playing the game in it. So, and as we were saying yesterday, that thing of just being the black person in the space, so you're always hyper aware of how you're being perceived, and so things that you need to do. So even the nuance of being like, I'm going to apologize, but only for raising my voice.
Yeah.
And I rate that highly. But Meg, again, with her revisionist history, I don't like.
Well, she just you sat there and said it was disrespectful because of you apologized earlier on today. and then you proceeded to be like it was muggy, like you was rejected. You were standing on all of that, and then after a while, you want to be like, I just found it a bit disrespectful.
She's. Do you know what? I'm not actually even worried about Meg, because she's just gonna crash and burn.
No,
and it might take Dejon like a little bit longer than I would like.
But he was still there being a lemon. And exactly what I said he was going to do was what he did. When she went back to the crew and they're all like, go, Meg, go. Did he not give her a hug? There was no, I don't think you needed to speak to her like that. There was no pulling her to her side. They didn't even have a chat. He gave her a hug and carried on with the evening like there wasn't a black girl that was crying.
Yeah.
And then when Alima came in to tell them about themselves, I mean, she could have done it a little bit more fiery, but I know
that's the amount of her fire that Alima's got in her system.
I know. But at least she told them straight what you guys did was not nice.
But you see how the melanin kind of forms together, because from across the way,
yes,
Shakira is looking.
Shakira,
and her ethnic minority spidey senses were like, my sisters are in trouble. I
must back her.
Yeah.
Because who was Shakira even with? I think she was with one of the new.
I think she was with Toni, and then maybe one of the new people.
But Toni went in to chat to
Malisha
as well and give her a little pep talk,
which I did say was going to happen.
Yeah.
Which I did say was going to happen.
As a fellow bombshell, I expected, and also another gobby person, I did expect Toni to be like, nah, how they've been is a bit out of order.
Yeah. As much as I dislike Toni, like, she does have times where she opens her mouth and does chat sense. Yeah. She
does say shit with her chest.
Yes.
Like she's one that can say that. But
Megan thinks she is as bold and bossy as Toni.
She's feisty to black folk.
Yeah.
You see how when Shakira was like, yeah, no, it's true because she doesn't owe you anything, and what she did wasn't disrespectful, and she was like, that's your opinion. Arsehole. Like, she's an arsehole. And I really do want to like Irish Meg, but as the episode was going along, she also is a witch. It's the three witches. Meg, the two Megans, and Helena.
Yeah.
Three witches. Yeah. Arseholes.
But what I also will rate Alima for is, because she is just kind of meek and mild. So even just the fact that when she went and pulled Malisha and said she's going to go and speak to the girls.
Yeah.
I thought at best she's going to say something to somebody in the morning. But I was actually shocked that she went out there straight away and was like, nah. So I rate her for that.
I'm glad. No, Alima did go up a few points, and she needed to, because there was no screen time. And if wherever she popped up from, because we didn't see her in the shop before, if she had stayed sitting wherever she was, she would have been down bad, because it's like that isn't okay. I needed to see her stick up for the black girl that was basically being berated by the three witches. I'm glad she did that. That was a great moment. And then we go to Connor and Toni, and honestly, each time I wrote Connor's name, it's Connor the boring guy telling Toni he likes Emily. I wasn't even paying attention to the conversation.
Basically, he was telling her that he kind of likes Emily, and she was like, you can't play both. And really and truly, he has no intention of playing both. That was him again trying to let her know it ain't about you.
Yeah. He don't like her.
Yeah.
And I think even how he displays affection, I never see him being like touchy with Toni. No. But whenever he's next to Emily, it's like,
Emily was inside his armpit.
Yeah,
she was inside his armpit, mate.
It's like,
but again, Toni can see that, and she knows it. Like, she's not stupid.
It's just she's vulnerable.
But she's vulnerable, and you have to find somebody to cleave onto. So
there isn't.
It is what it is. The game is the game.
Helena and witch number 3 and Harry have a dead chat, and they are basically just saying that they're growing closer. I love how Harry is always centering himself. even when he's been the arsehole, he's still like, yeah, I had a bad day too.
It's a masterclass. Like, if you wanted to show people like what's an arsehole boyfriend look like, how they behave, Harry is currently executing a masterclass, because this man will always, what he'll do is either he'll make it about himself, or he'll diminish it.
Yeah, like it's just banter.
It's just banter. It's just jokes. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you've been thoroughly disrespected, and he knows it, and you know it, but he'll lie in your face.
That's the oldest guy in there as well.
Yeah,
the 30-year-old, he is the most immature.
Maybe that's what he's on, like, because he's like, maybe he's gone in being like, because I am the oldest, I can run game on these youngers.
Okay, fair. Well, he's doing it.
He's doing it.
He definitely is.
Because even like at the end of that conversation, and Helena was like, "You're on your final warning." Is that rude, girl? He's not.
Don't lie. Like, who are you lying to?
That tomorrow, in tomorrow's episode, there will be a point where Harry will mug off Helena.
Every single day he will. Every day, and she's gonna have it, because she is this season's Harriet.
Yeah.
Like Harry can
Harriet
do
again?
The one that Ronnie was. He was with Tiffany, then he liked this girl, then he went back to her. Yeah. It's literally like that is Helena. Yeah. Harry can do whatever he wants with another girl that comes in, because I don't think Shakira's on him.
Yeah.
And she will be waiting, and she'll be happy that he came back to her. Absolutely nonsense chick. Any comments?
What are people them saying? KW says, I'm vexed with Meg, Megan, Connor, and little angry man. Little angry man Tommy is exactly what it is. That is what he is. Hello to Sora. KW says she loved Alima tonight. Online account says Love Island is definitely playing into the white women versus non-white, not full white women diametric. KW says, I like how both Alima and Shakira stood up for her. Yeah. She says, I start shaking when I'm that vexed. I don't get it. I mean, you know, everybody's got to handle it the way they do. Jordan Parker 65 says, Meg thinks she owns something. And then he goes on to say, is Jordan a guy or a girl, actually?
A girl.
Hi. She then goes on to say, Meg Karen acts like she didn't start it by loud trash talking about Lisha from the...
This is that, you know what? Thank you, Jordan, for bringing that up, because that was what Meg was doing. It's the whole, like, all I was doing was pulling her for a chat. Like, you weren't at each stage of every interaction you two have had.
She's been the aggressor.
You've given her attitude. Yeah. And when she gives it back, you're talking about, but she's being disrespectful. Why should she listen to you? Really? Like, what? Why? Little arsehole.
KW says, I'm conflicted because I want Dejon to leave Meg for Malisha. I want better for Malisha.
Absolutely.
You know what? I know
she doesn't. She doesn't deserve him.
I know what's going to happen. There's someone's going to come in for Malisha, and Dejon is going to go scrambling. But yeah, no. You know what? That's actually what has to happen, because as much as I am annoyed at his behavior, and I still think he will scramble it back tomorrow. No,
she deserves better.
She does do it,
and it's not Shea.
In that moment, the same way that Alima went over and comforted her, at the very least, like, what you can't do, Dejon, is then hug up your girl, like you're almost congratulating her for what she done. But at the very least, you have to be like, me and you got to talk a bit later.
I told you he wasn't going to do anything like that, man. He is an idiot. Will Smith said Alima went into proper church auntie mode.
Yeah, she did.
Like, it was necessary. We needed that moment. She needed, and even the way they went quiet when she first said it, it's like they needed to hear, like, nah, we're not all in this echo chamber.
Also, Jordan advised today, listen, Helena acting like she didn't take Harry to the hideaway in plain sight of everyone when he was in bed with Shakira. Now that shows no respect for anyone, including Jordan.
Round of applause.
Gold star to Jordan. Come to the front of the class. Yes.
Let me get that on screen. Get that on screen. Yes.
There's nothing else to add.
You see how she's there with her two witchy sisters going on talking about respect. Yeah. But we're getting the beginnings of a clear divide in there.
Yeah.
The three witches, and we're gonna get the blacks, and then there's gonna be the floaters. Like Emily is probably gonna be a floater, Tony's gonna be a floater, Yasmin can absolutely piss off and go home. But please leave
Yasmin.
the yard. We don't need to see Yasmin. I can't even stand it when she talks. It's so jarring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get to her.
KW said Meg needs to leave before Casa because it will finish her.
She can't handle that.
She will die.
My man. Like Dejon better.
She will listen.
Dejon needs to watch himself. You know, she's one of those girls that will hurt.
He's already in trouble. Like whatever happens after this, like they can split up tomorrow and not be together for the rest of the season. But
she's
even
never
when they
letting
come
it
out,
go.
she ain't never letting it go.
No, she's gonna cuss all the. She just reminds me of
Go on.
All Stars.
Marcel.
No,
Gabby.
Sammy. No, not Gabby. Sam. What's her name? Samantha. Samantha. She was with Joey Essex, and Joey was stringing her along, and then Joey, as soon as the next girl came in, that was Grace that came in, he dropped Samantha and she wouldn't let it go. Although Joey was playing, it was like she literally was like, it's 2 weeks, but he's mine. And Joey was like, no, we were just friends. And she didn't let it go. And then she went home bitter, and she came out bitter, and she did interviews still bitter. That will be Meg.
That will be her story.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, she needs to leave. All right. I swear I think I've got Connor.
No, we spoke about that. I'm talking about it's again. No, you're right. It's Connor again, because basically he then has a cozy up to Emily, and again you just see the complete opposite of like
he likes her.
Mate.
See how his tone even changes.
Yeah, like completely, like you know what I mean. And then already they're talking about the hideaway. Yeah, and then so they broach the conversation of like going to the hideaway, and you can see that both of them want to do it. But I like Emily in the sense that you can see that she gets giddy, but she doesn't get giddy. You understand?
Yeah.
Like her head is still firmly on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, let me respect myself. And it's like, no, we can't do that. But like another chick.
Yeah, would have gone in. Well, if it was Yasmin, she would have gone in with her panties and no bra. She would have. Wow. Absolutely. The girl is so hungry.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's smart. She's smart.
It's a lot. But I do like Emily, but she is dry. Like her and Connor, I don't care.
They're the couple
they can get together. They'll go home.
They'll sail through. They'll get really far because they're unoffensive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then when there's going to be flare-ups in the villa, they will be the peacemakers. Come on, guys. You know, everybody hold hands.
Like mum and dad.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, they can go soon as well. I have montage scene. Dejon is a pussy hole. I
felt like you just wanted to write that.
What was he doing?
Because I've gone straight to in the morning. So like, I don't know.
He must have been hugging Meg or something. He was being an idiot.
You are just attacking him for no reason.
Oh no. He was being an idiot. And then Meg said that she feels bad, but she just needed to let her know. Like they were just giving us sound bites. Yeah. Stuff.
And then we had Helena also kind of give some sort of apology to Malisha as well. And then in the morning, Malisha sits with them all and basically thanks the ones that backed it for her.
She's only sitting with the backers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. She sat with them and basically thanked them for backing it.
And that was nice because it was an assortment of various shades of browns.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's ethnics assemble.
Yes, that will be the divide. It's cool. It's cool. It happens all the time. I have another note. Alima and Remel are basically a friendship couple at this point,
which is weird because he will maintain that he's on it.
We hadn't even, at this point we hadn't seen Remel, so we had 2 breaks, and we still hadn't seen this guy. Like I was literally like, are we actually going to see him? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was nice. Malisha actually thanking the girls. I liked all of that. And then I have Dejon said, Dejon. What did I have? Dejon. was talking to Meg. He's such a baboon. A disappointment.
So you're just there.
I'm just cussing. I'm just cussing.
Mate.
He was being was there no, we didn't actually see him at all pull up Meg to say anything, to even be like, that was unnecessary what you did. Even a little, that was unnecessary, babes. I would have at least, he was just hugging her. He's actually a baboon. My notes were correct. Okay. What did you write?
I've gone on to the task at this point.
Okay, go on.
So my first note was I felt like the task was a bit tone deaf in terms of like everything that's going on with all the baby oil, and I'm like, it's a bit diddy, isn't it?
No, only water.
No, they were glistening.
Oh, was it baby oil they were
I thought it was baby oil.
Guys, was it baby oil? That's a bit much.
Yeah.
More oil.
But yeah, so either way, the task, the receipts task comes along.
That was dry though.
And it was fully dry, but obviously let's talk about the main storyline.
Yes. Yeah.
Where Harry, Dicker Dejon, and Shea got nothing going on for himself but decide to come together and formulate a plan where they are going to basically hype each other up so that they get to kiss the people that they want to kiss.
Yeah, and not win the challenge. Although there wasn't any prizes for winning.
No,
so.
But it's just the participation thing. And I said it to you earlier on when I was kind of watching it. Is like the level of deceit that they were doing. It felt a bit rapey because you're like, it's one thing because everybody's there under the thing of like, we're going to play this game and we have the understanding that if you think it's this person, you kiss this person. But where you've now changed the rules to be like, I'm just going to kiss you under the pretense that I'm going to say it's you, even though I don't believe it's you. Yeah, it's like, it's actually a bit icky, I think, anyway.
No, it is a bit. I feel like the only person that would give the consent is actually Malisha.
Yeah.
Because she has stated she actually likes Dejon. Whereas Irish Megan has said to Shea Butter, I'm not actually into you.
And she looked disgusted.
It was literally afterwards, she was like, that was nasty. Because she didn't want to lips you. And she's told you that she's not interested. Yeah. So that's where I was like, I get what you're saying. It is actually out of order. Because if you're playing the game, fair dues. But when you know you weren't playing the game and you just wanted to kiss me, and I've already told you I'm not interested in you, come on now, that's not consensual.
No.
And then also with Shakira, she has said to Harry, like, I'm not really on it. Yeah. So why are you still trying to kiss her? Like, just leave her alone.
So
they failed.
They failed. So as we know, like I said, Megan looked repulsed after kissing Shea. Dejon, he kisses Malisha. And I mean, I've just made like little notes, like again, another red flag about Meg on one of her things where she was like, it's a privilege if I turn up to the date. And
she thinks very highly of herself.
As my mum would say, hey, you trust yourself.
Yeah.
Like she...
That's why she's affronted that Dejon is even
considering.
When the girl he is considering is much better than you.
Yeah. And then I wrote, Remel isn't trying to promote himself in any good way.
Remel.
Just...
Can Remel smile? Can he tell his face that he is on holiday, on TV, and he is a part of a show? Can he just perform some type of personality where he's not an iron boy? Like, he's literally so stiff and no, goes, man. It's like, what are you doing?
Remel can't afford for his ops to catch him sleeping. He can't afford it.
How did Remel get through casting?
I don't know.
How did Remel and Shea Butter get through casting? Yeah. Because where's their personalities?
Like, Shea Butter, like, you know what the thing is? I don't even like calling him Shea Butter yet, because when I think of Shea Butter, I think of something wholesome and good and necessary. Yeah, he is none of those things. He's none of those things. Like, we can't even call him Shea Butter. We've got to find something else.
Is so dry. But Remel is like, all right, so he firmly is like, I'm a Gallus in it.
Yeah.
So he's running with the I'm a bad man Gallus persona.
What was his one again?
I'm sure
it was to do with multiple women
yeah.
And it was just like, brother, like,
and you know what else was a bit creepy about Remel was the level of lip-sync that he was doing with the girls. Like when he lipsed Emily, and Alima actually said like that was unnecessary, like right next to her, because he was really, really going in. And then who did he lips the second time? He lipped somebody else, and I was like, what is wrong with him?
No, it wasn't Helena.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Helena?
Yeah. And he was lip-syncing. It was just like, oh, can you calm down?
Yeah. Again, like, even though, you know, Alima, like, she's not giving like much.
I don't think she likes him, you know.
But like, I think she was like attracted to him because he was the black guy that came into the villa.
Yeah. And also said he liked her.
Yeah, but no. And like Malisha, actually, I want better for you.
Yeah. It's just
it's actually very sad, you know. Like for Alima and Malisha, what you're being offered is Dejon and Remel.
It's absolutely pants. It's a shit show for them.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I don't think she's on it really. Online says Remel is so tense. It's like he wants to come across as a roadman. Yeah, it's just
like 100%.
It's just non-stop, and it's like, can you just shake it off? You're literally on an island, on Love Island, doing a show. Yeah. We actually don't need flipping. What's the Big Shack?
Yeah.
He's just missing a coat.
We get to the end of this task, and then Tommy, who is very swiftly climbing the ranks to become Chief Pussy, is sitting with Harry discussing the thing, and then he says the thing of like he notices that people have been lipsing who they want to lips.
Yeah. He knew it.
Yeah, he knew it. And at that point, it was like you could have just been like, you know, like,
for Harry.
Yeah, for Harry.
No,
like
Harry's an idiot, but Tommy knew.
And
if Harry, I play it nice with him and be all like, "Hey, I wish you did that," all that trouble.
Play to the ego, innit?
Yeah.
And so Tommy immediately is like, "Well, actually, me, Dejon, and Shea Butter, like we've had this," and he divulges everything, just okra mouth, just spilling the beans.
But he was spilling when he was in the hut,
like
telling that it's like he couldn't stop. He's such a big kid.
He's a chief. But again, and this is why I say Tommy is like fast becoming Chief Pussy.
Why?
Because this man is sitting here telling you that I was just with these two other men, and we were plotting so that this man could kiss your girl freely.
Yeah.
And you went, nah, I thought so, mate. Yeah, nah, sweet.
Well, he did say, I'm gonna pull Shea for a chat.
Pull Harry.
He
because you're my guy. You're supposed to be my guy.
He could have given Harry a little bit of him. I get you. Definitely.
Of course, like, bro, like you're supposed to be my guy, and you are actively egging on man to kiss my girl.
Yeah, who has said she don't like him.
Bro. Like the fact that you didn't even say pim to this man, like no ratings.
Okay.
But then you took your short little self, king of the short kings, over to Shea.
No, he went and told Meg. He went and told Irish Megan first, and he pumped himself.
Had to get his points.
He needs to get a little bit of him from her.
He was like, Meg, I'm gonna fight for your honor.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not confrontational or anything, you know, but I stand on principle. What he did, bang out of order.
Yeah.
And she was giddy.
Yeah.
I think
she was my man.
Yeah, I think he knew what he was doing. Like as a little short king, he knew he had to stand on something. Like just to
see what he did.
Yeah. he had to do something, didn't it? And then he went and pulled him.
So he went and he pulled Shea.
After his dead chat with Yasmin, we ain't even got to talk about that because that's terrible.
Do you know the one thing I will say about that chat with Yasmin?
Oh, and the kiss.
Is I've never heard somebody just talk in one, like Shea literally is like
and he stares like, do you like me? Are people not scared of him?
Like, I'm surprised anybody actually isn't like fully asleep by the time you finish your sentence.
I think it's just his height. Honestly, it's just his height. Aesthetically, he is a good-looking guy.
Imagine,
and he hasn't had to work on personality.
Imagine like having the height, the looks, but just having nothing about you. Like,
but for some people, that's good enough. Like, there will be look how Yasmin is fawning at him. Like, he's dry as hell. He's dry. But even Malisha was she was trying to flirt with him.
Really?
Yeah, I think you had gone to the loo. She was trying. It was such a dead convo because he gives nothing. She said, "What's your favorite color?" And he said, "Black." And she went, "Oh, I think I'll wear a black dress then." He went, "Yeah, go, yeah, because it's my favorite color." Like, it was so. I was literally like, "Dude,
you know what
you have a brain cell."
That sounded like a Beavis and Butthead.
It was like that, literally. And then she was like, "I don't think black is a color." It was like, "It's a color." She's like, "No, I think it's a shade." It's like, "No, it's a color." It's like, "Oh, I don't know actually." That made the cut because you're that dry. They couldn't even get the best bit of your conversation to show us because there wasn't one.
I've just seen a comment from Jordan.
What?
So you've seen how earlier on I was saying we can't even call him Shea Butter. Yeah, because she has called him paper mache. That's your second gold star. That's your second gold star. He will now henceforth be known as paper mache.
Well done.
Dry, wet and dry. He can be both.
Oh my god, mate, that is the best. That is the best.
Online says Shea could have summed up his Jamaican yardie man bad boy vibe, but he didn't. Bower Mode says Megan is getting on my nerves, brother. Everybody, if she's closed off, say so. Like,
you basically just both of the Megans are pissing me off, but yes,
they can off piss together.
Exactly. All right, so Tommy Big Bollocks pulls Shea for a chat. Can we have a chat? And he gets up and goes, and their height difference was. I was like, is Tommy sure about this?
You know, like on road, like on road, this matchup isn't even happening.
Tommy ain't talking to him because he's going to be too scared. If Tommy was going to talk to him, he's doing it with a whole bunch of guys like around him to
on
talk.
Road. In reality, the way that goes down is he would have gone to his missus like, "Are you all right? Shall we go home?" So I think we should just go home. That's how it would have gone down. Yeah, it seems like a bit of a pillock, love. Let's go home. Yeah.
No, but he got his balls in gear. And he pulls him. The top line of what he said to him, it was in a run of what you did was out of order because Megan has already told you that she ain't interested in you, mate. But then he said what he did was snaky and slimy. And it was a shitty thing to do. And I was like, okay, all right, these are quite big words. Yeah.
You know what was brilliant about that?
What?
Was his response, where he was like, "Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Because she's fit."
It was slimy.
No, it was. But it was like, I know that the response kind of took Tommy like, wrong.
Yeah. That's when he had to power himself up, flipping.
Wind yourself up, Tommy.
Like Scrappy dude. Let me at him.
Find the Italian in you. Be like, you schmuck.
Yeah. Basically, and he got a little bit het up. I mean, Shea, paper mache, he did actually kind of apologize. He was like, I see it from your point of view. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done it. I get it, but Tommy had wound himself up, so he was now vexed and had to tell him again like it was bang out of order. It got a little bit loud, and then he had to calm down to exit. And then did you see him get louder when there was some distance between them? I was literally like, "You're such a little man."
He got the loudest when he was walking back to the people there.
Yeah. Because
now
obviously
you're
he
doing-
knows
yeah.
now it's hold me back,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, little scrappy dude.
So now he
That's who he is.
he is yeah.
Scrappy dude.
Yes.
Scrappy dude.
Yes.
But like, so, but in all fairness to Paper Mache, like, like he stood on business because he came, he said why he did it, he said I understand why you're pissed, and he apologized. You know what I mean? He put out his hand, but Tommy was like, nah.
Did you see he tried to do the man handshake?
Yeah.
You know, you do it firm, but walk. I was literally like, Tommy,
right.
This is stupid.
And then I rate Paper Mache for like not even like no. Don't do that.
Yeah. Because if you're gonna shake, just shake and keep it moving, innit? Yeah. Don't try and do aggression and run.
Yeah.
Basically, you ran and then you called him a lanky, what do you call him? A lanky plank.
Yeah. But then you ran and you went and sat down only for Harry to rest his elbow on your shoulder. Like, where is the self-respect?
A lanky prick is what he called him. Yeah.
Where is the self-respect that the man that instigated everything
I know.
is now sitting next to you with his elbow on your shoulder
and was giggling after what took place as well.
After he was telling all of them it was just banter.
Yeah. But you know, Irish Megan was there trying to back it for her little man, talking about, look, now he's all upset about it. But she was feeling it.
Yeah.
She was thinking, oh, I found myself a little Billy Big Bollocks.
Yeah.
Although to me, Tommy looked like a fool.
He looked like a dickhead.
He just looked stupid. Like how they did the day before.
If he went to, as I said, if he pulled Harry and then pulled Paper Mache, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you're so stupid and you're so like, oh, I've got to be in with the clique, that you've got no balls, that you couldn't possibly say anything to Harry. Mate,
speaking of no balls, you cannot tell me when Dejon was
I knew you were going to say his name.
When Dejon was sitting there with the three witches, when they got called over, and they were just laying into them, and he again there with his head kind of down, like, oh yeah, I see it, but still kind of little bit saying to Meg, like, yeah, I did want to kiss. Like, it's like, can you just find your kahunas to actually just be like, look, we are not closed off. I've known you for a week. I want to chat to the girl. Is it that hard? Has he always got to be a bit like, but I was going to tell her this evening. It's like, please. Can we have some respect?
I can't fight for the boy. I can't fight for the boy.
And now he's going to try and move to Malisha, like she should be grateful.
Yeah. Because I ultimately would like to see them together just because, but I don't want her to make it easy for you know what I mean? It can't be easy.
If they're together, I only want that to take place to spite Meg.
Yeah.
That's it. But I don't want and maybe that makes Meg vulnerable.
Yeah. I want Meg to lose more than I want them to win. Well, them as a couple to win. I want Malisha to win, but I want Meg to lose more than I want to see them together.
KW said he's just vexed because his height hasn't changed since he was 12. Tommy just has that classic small man thing, though. He really does.
Yeah.
And if Paper Mache did have an ounce of personality, he probably could have got Megan.
Yeah,
but because he's so dry,
she sussed him in that conversation and was like, "There's nothing about this youth."
And she gave him 2 chances.
Yeah, there's nothing about this youth.
He's as dry as anything. But
that's why him and is it Yasmin?
Yeah,
the two of them need to just
match as soon as we can get them out. Let's get them gone. We don't need to see them anymore. Like same way Blue went quickly. Yeah. Let's get Paper Mache out of here quick as well, and Yasmin too. Please, they need to leave. Like, yes. That was basically the episode. Dejon is firmly on my least favorite person of Love Island history. I'm so disappointed in that, bro. It's annoying.
That's very strong. We're like starting the second week. He could turn it around.
I can.
You can't say that now.
He
You
ain't
can't say
telling
that
Meg
now.
about herself because he's scared of her.
Listen, all right. I promise.
Mm.
If he does not tell her tomorrow, I will humble myself.
So you believe in tomorrow's episode, he is somehow gonna ditch Meg and move to Malisha and absolutely ditch Meg? You think this is gonna take place?
He's gonna tell Meg, you know what? Let's take a step back. Yeah, like we're not closed off. We should be chatting to other people. That's what he's gonna say to her, so that he can feel more at ease talking to Malisha.
Meg is gonna cry. He's gonna feel bad, and he will hug her, and they will be back. And Malisha is probably gonna be like, somehow she's got to try and talk to flipping paper mache.
No.
Or Remel is gonna be like,
don't let Remel come in there.
It's not working with Alima. I'm
Don't
gonna
let Remel
move on.
come in there.
Remel has. We saw Remel for all of 20 seconds this episode. He may get a storyline tomorrow, and it may be that he is going to move on. He's going to move on to Malisha.
No,
that could be.
Listen,
what we're gonna
we
get.
already said that Malisha deserves better.
Yeah.
In terms of Dejon, that does not mean Remel, because that's the opposite. Remel was not better than Dejon.
No, they're much of they're not the. They're just shit guys. Both of them.
Remel's worse. He's way worse. KW said Shea should have said, "I've had it up to here with you," and put his hand on his own knee. The thing is that the short jokes are just plentiful, man.
Yeah.
There's too much. It's too much. It's too easy. It's too easy. KW's on fire. She said, "You got to hand it to Tommy though, because he can't reach it." That's good.
That was a good one.
That's good.
That was a good one.
That's solid dad level jokes, you know. I like that. I can't see Malisha move to the man of the only woman who had her back. Fair.
I mean, I think he's going to try.
Yeah, he'll move, but
at this point, I don't know how it's going to work, because we're going to have to see on recoupling how this is going to happen.
When do you think there'll be a recoupling?
We should have one at some point this week.
Yeah.
Maybe it should even be tomorrow.
Hey,
Saf.
Good evening, Saf. Good evening.
Yes, Jordan. Both melanated men are enemies of progress. They absolutely are.
I mean, let's a bit strong.
They are.
It's a bit strong.
We need better in there. This is not okay.
It's still early days.
Yeah, these guys can go. But
like, who was it? What's that dark years ago? There was that dark skin girl, Priscilla.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful girl.
Yeah.
And the guy she was with, he was a dickhead for a little bit.
Michael.
That's it.
Yeah.
But he turned it around.
Yeah. And they actually were together for almost 2 years.
Yeah. So please give my brother some grace.
No, you know what? Actually, Michael's journey. When Michael was with Leanne, he was all right. It was Leanne that was the one that sacked him off and was like, "It's just not banging."
What did she look like?
She was from Ghana as well. She didn't last long because she played it wrong. She dumped him, and then there was a recoupling.
I remember.
So he recoupled, and then she went home. Yeah. But then when he was with the white girl, he was a bit of a sap. Yeah. Priscilla made him better.
Yeah,
definitely.
He turned it around.
Okay.
So they could turn it around.
You think Dejon is gonna?
Listen. I'm just saying. I'm giving an example of a black man that turned it around. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Remel finds his personality in his ass. Yeah, let's see if that happens.
Okay.
That says Remel is so unserious. He really is. He can go home as well.
I can't argue it. Both of them deserve better. Both of them deserve better. Like, neither of them have like.
Yeah, we need a better crop of guys coming in. Definitely, we need better.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
There we go. We'll be back again tomorrow, 10:15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See you later.